The ninth principle of accounting is dual aspect concept or accounting equation concept or duality principle. Dual aspect concept is that basic principle of accounting on the basis of which transactions are recorded in the books of accounts. So by applying this principle, the recording of the transactions in the books of accounts is done. This concept states that every business transaction has two aspects, that is, number one, debit, and the number two, credit. Of equal amounts. For every debit, there is a credit of equal amount in one or more accounts, vice versa. The system of accounting is thus called double entry system, and because of this principle, the system of accounting that is adopted in recording of the business transactions is called as double entry system. The duality principle is commonly represented in terms of accounting equation, which states that, and this principle is represented by the following equation called as accounting equation, and it states asset is equal to capital plus liability, or capital is equal to asset minus liability. If the transaction affects one side of the accounting equation, it will also affect the other side of the equation with similar increase or decrease. If one side, that is either the asset or the capital, is affected, the other side, that is the capital plus liability or asset minus liability, will be affected. Either it will increase or it will decrease. Thus equation stands balanced after each transaction, and after each and every transaction this accounting equation remains balanced. The equation states that assets of a business are always equal to claim of the owner and the outsiders. Now, the need of this principle, duality aspect, provides the basis for recording all business transactions in the books of accounts, so it is regarded as one of the basic principles of accounting. According to this principle, every business transaction has a twofold effect, that is debit and credit. So this principle is said to be the base of accounting records, where each and every transaction is recorded keeping in mind its debit as well as its credit aspect, and of the same amount. The limitations of this principle, this aspect establishes the relationship of business transaction in monetary terms. There are certain facts which, though important for judging the financial position of the business enterprise, cannot find a place in the books of accounts because they cannot be measured in terms of money. In a business organization, many happenings are of greater importance, but they are not recorded in the books of accounts. Neither they are debited nor they are credited, because they have no monetary value. Now the 10th principle is revenue recognition concept or realization concept. According to revenue recognition concept, revenue is considered as realized when transaction has taken place and obligation to receive its payment has been established. As soon as a transaction takes place and it has been decided that something is going to come, some income is going to be earned, the revenue is said to be recognized. The recognition of revenue and receipt of payment are two different aspects. Recognition is different and receipt of payment is different. Generally, revenue is recognized at the point of sales when the title of goods passes from the seller to the buyer and the buyer is liable to pay the amount. So, as soon as the sales take place, that is, the goods have been transferred from the ownership of the seller to the ownership of the buyer, the revenue is said to be recognized, because the buyer is now liable to pay a certain amount of money to the seller. But there are certain exceptions to this rule. Number 1, in case of sale of goods under hire purchase system, the payment of installments by the buyer of such goods in future are uncertain. In case of default, the seller will repossess the goods sold to the buyer. In such cases, it is difficult to determine the revenue amount at the time of making sales. So, revenue is recognized in proportion to the amount of installments due on the date of accounting period. So, there are certain exceptions, means where this principle is not followed. It cannot be brought into practice. For example, in hire purchase sale transactions. In hire purchase sales transaction, the goods are being purchased by a person on hire purchase basis, where he will pay the money in different installments. On the time of the sale, the good has been transferred from the owner to the seller. Now here the problem arises that the payment of the installments is uncertain. May the buyer pays 2 or 3 installments regularly, and in the 4th and the 5th installment he makes a default. In such case, the determination of the revenue becomes very difficult. So in such cases, the amount of installments due on the date of accounting period, on that particular date, the revenue is to be realized, is to be recognized. So not realized, recognized. So it means the day when the seller will make his installment due, that day he will assume that he is going to get some income. Second, in case of long-term contracts, say construction of building to be completed in 5 years, it would not be wise to recognize sale after 3 years. In such cases, proportionate amount of revenue based on part of contract completed at the end of accounting year is treated as recognized. So when a contract is being given for construction of say a building, a road, or many other construction constructive assets, a contract has been given for several years. So the revenue in such case will be based on part of contract completed at the end of accounting year, is treated as recognized. The need of this principle: when all transactions are settled in cash, revenue can be recognized immediately. In case of cash transactions, the revenue is recognized immediately. The day the money is being received, revenue will be recognized. However, this is not so in practical life. Many times goods and services are sold or purchased on credit basis, and when there is a credit purchase or sale, then revenue recognition concept facilitates to recognize the revenue to be considered in the income statement for any particular year. The concept prevents the management from giving wrong information about the income, which is yet to be earned, to the various users of accounting information. So, the limitations of this principle, the main limitation of revenue recognition concept are the following. It fails to recognize the revenue in case of contracts for long-term projects. And second, in the case of goods sold on the basis of hire purchase system, the amount collected in each year as installment is treated as the revenue realized during that particular year instead of total selling price.